Alright, so hello. Today we are making a file explorer, file manager. Why we are making this, I don't know, but it came to me that having a file explorer would be a pretty cool thing, right? So let's try and implement this in let's say 1.5 hours or something. Yeah, I would, I kind of need some kind of clock software or something where I can just have a timer. 1:30 hour. Okay. So the thing is, we will not be stressing out too much on this. Okay, this is also a very nice UI. It looks self-rendered. Uh, okay. So let's leave that in the other desktop or something. So the thing is, yeah, let's increase that. Runara, right? So Runara, for those of you who don't know, which is I think all of you, is a engine that I'm working on that is like a high performance GPU accelerated vector rendering engine and normal UI engine. Look, that's the test. It's rendering like 500 vectors that are randomly placed, and it's really fast, but you can't see it. But we could use Raylib, we could use like SDL, or I don't know what is out there to render our file explorer. But no, we will use Runara because it's why not? It's like the greatest engine ever, right? So if yeah, let's do that. So let's do git clone github.com/cocopress/Runara. I already have it, but just to be like extra professional, into engine or something. And I'm wondering, okay, let's see. Let's remove the test for now and make, I mean, it's already pre-made, I guess, or is it? No, it's not. Okay, so let's make. Okay. So the thing is, yeah, like you might think like, what the fuck, why are you using this rendering engine for the file explorer? You might think like, okay, so it made, or it maked, I don't know. So let's have a file explorer. Oh yeah, file explorer, whatever. Okay, and then we can include runara/runara.h, right? But I mean include, right? So I think include runara.h. Okay, so like this, and then yeah, I mean, I don't know if we have time to not use GFW. For those of you who don't know, GFW is like the main engine for windowing that you use. It's not really an engine, it's just an abstraction or something. Okay, so hello world, let's make a make file. That's here. Oh, we already have the make. Okay, let's have a build.sh, I guess. So build.sh. Oh my god, my camera's extremely not well placed. Yeah, just a phone lying on my monitor. So wait, can I move that a bit so you think I'm a little bit more professional? Yeah, looks kind of good, like that, and should be okay. You can't see half of my keyboard, but that's okay. So let me just basically make this, and then like file explorer or something. But this is file explorer like this, and then we link with Runara and all of those kinds of shit, and then we do that and that and that, and we have a file explorer. Hello world, nice. Okay, so I'm guessing, is there like a good tutorial setup X11 window with GLFW? The fuck, with OpenGL. Setup X11 window with OpenGL. Okay. C++. Bro, please. Because like, then I can say something like without any dependencies. Yeah, and then people will write in the comment, oh, no dependencies, but using a random ads Runara library. What the fuck is this? Let's just copy that, right? Because, I mean, X11, the library was designed to copy paste, right? That's not even a controversial statement, I guess. And then an OpenGL the same, you know? We kind of only need an, okay, he shows how to make an this thing, a GL context, basically. But I hope it's like a normal GL context. Function cannot return. I can't even see. Function cannot return. Maybe because of this. Yeah, probably, right? Okay. Like that. Is get milliseconds. Is extension supported? Probably will need that for some reason. Let's. I'm sure there's some kind of Vim shortcut to do that, but I'm doing it like this. Okay. Yeah, then we open the display, right? So display pointer on display, and then display as equal to x open display, and then like this, and then if not display, after the std error cannot open display, and we return with 1, just like that. And can we zoom that also? Oh my god, I really don't like the zooming at all, but I just want my viewers to have a good experience on mobile. Okay, so X open display, default screen of display, that, the screen ID. Okay. Wondering what the difference between those two functions is. Check GLX version. Let's say 4.6, I guess, because Renara is using that. So like this. Oh my god, man, I'm worrying about error messages when I have no time left. So 4.6. Just say that. They have to figure it out themselves, I guess. Okay, let's copy that. I'm not writing that down. It's something like with the window frame buffer setup. Copy that. Okay, we choose the FB config by our config, I guess, or the attributes, right? From the frame buffer, like we want a RGBA buffer or something like that. We want the size to be like this. We want double buffering and all of that good stuff. Fates to retrieve frame buffer. Okay, I mean, we can copy that, right? So printf std error, just like that. Okay, then pick the visual which with the most samples per pixel. Okay, so you basically enumerate the visuals, and then I did that in Lathe, just a UI framework. Okay, that actually compiles. Okay, pick the thing, and then we have the best FC. Yeah, basically, yeah, we check the sample buffers and samples, and then we basically do a minning or maxing thing. Yeah, but why did we get the worst? Why? Don't make sense. That okay, maybe like for I don't know. Okay, that's product is a little bit weird. Okay, make sure to free this with an exclamation mark. Okay, I don't know why the comment isn't. Maybe I already deleted or something. Could not create correct visual window. Okay, visual window. I mean, isn't that just getting the visual from an FBO? I mean, whatever. Because a visual in OpenGL is some random other step or data structure before the, like in between frame buffer and window, you could say. But really, I'm copy pasting this because it really doesn't matter. You don't need to learn any of this. It's really, it doesn't matter. So yeah, screen ID not equal. Okay, so this doesn't match for some reason. We just, yeah, maybe like we have two displays or something. I don't know why that shouldn't even, I don't know how that should happen. But let's just screen wrong. Okay, like that. That's to the arrow. Okay, and then we open the window, right? That's the create window thing. It's pretty long. So let's say window. Window is just a uint. It's just a type. So let's say 800 by, or like what is a file explorer width and height? I don't know. QTFM? What the fuck is this? What? Bro, it's the perfect reason why we're making this. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just say this, right? Like that. And all of the other parameters are like, yeah, root window, like pixel position of the window, and then the visual, input, output class, back pixel color map, and event mask, okay, because of some kind of, but where's event mask? Here, exposure mask. Okay, so we only listen for exposes. Okay, and then we create the color map from the visual, and the color map is a X11 thing. So yeah, like here, and then we redirect close so that our window manager, which is, by the way, Ragnar. Go search up Ragnar window manager and start it. Okay, so we need to basically, yeah, it's setting the protocols, but I think later we can like redirect that or something. Okay, and here we are actually creating the GL context. Okay, those seem to be just yeah, the functions or something. And then yeah, here we create the context somehow. And is extension supported, and f.f like this. See error. Let's just format this quickly and okay, already formatted. Then that's into Gently. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Let's do this somehow. And then okay, GL version. Wait. Okay, here we sync. Verify that context is a direct context. Okay. Yeah, let's just do all of this. Let's copy all of that. And by the way, insert timestamp here, and then we will be starting to code without copy pasting code from X11 OpenGL window. I'm not inserting the timestamp probably, but whatever. No, initialize? What is initialize? Didn't we just, I mean, what is initialize? Initialize? Oh, it's an external bool. Ah, okay. Okay, so he's initializing his weirdest program. Some random ass thing he's doing. Probably like a game or something. Then he enters the message loops and shuts down. Nice. So let's copy that loop like that and go full screen and clear up all the errors. Okay, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. And he's doing a, I don't know, seems like a blocking event loop, maybe? Update and render, don't need that. I think it's actually calling, right? Because he swaps buffers. Just always. Or what? I don't really understand that. I don't know if X pending is blocking or not. Maybe X pending is like if an event is there, or if the list has something accumulated, we basically do that or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I think we need something like an X event. By the way, I should know this because I did that like really. I did 50 times or something. I implemented that shit. Okay, he'll resize. Can kind of leave that to implement that. Okay, only one warning. Let's not do that. Oh my god. Okay, good. It's actually nice and doesn't create the photo when you say it to not to. I mean, oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Okay. Okay. Runara. Okay, let's first think with X11 because yeah, and then build. Undefined reference to thing. Okay, so GL, I guess. Wait, what do I do on this? Hello world 4. Where's 4.6? Don't we have like this? No, like this. File Explorer 4.6 still. What? Let's see what they major GLX. Maybe GLX is something different than GL. That could definitely be. And minor GLX. I'm just printing fucking 4 to keep the illusion alive. Okay, like that. Oh, go. 1.4. Okay, so let's say something like this because I don't know what the hell this version should mean. Okay, now the big moment. Window. And this thing. Okay. Why? Okay, but okay, presenting frame. What if we GL clear? GL color buffer bit. And then GL clear color with something like this. Are we? No, we are probably not in modern OpenGL land, right? Because we don't have GLAD. But Runara fixes that for us. Okay, and this still does that. I think that's a weird thing that actually has to do with my system internals or something. Because, yeah, that's basically always flashing the background for some reason. I don't know why. If we say black pixel, can't we just say something like this? Like that, and pile thing. Okay. So then let's say this, and then in here we can just kind of convert that. But Runara has a function for that, so let's not worry about that. Yeah, let's worry about that now, because now we need actually Runara. Where's GLX make current? Here. Okay, and then after that we can say rn state pointer, like render state, is equal to rn init with, by the way, look at how beautifully this is documented. The width of the area on which Runara will render. Okay, so let's say this, which is our window height, and this for the thing. And for the loader, I think it's GLX get proc address arp rngl loader. Yes. Okay, let's see if this compiles. No. Okay. Okay, that's that. But yeah, undefined references. So we need to link with Runara, but Runara also links with FreeType, Harfbus because it's a sophisticated library actually, and it's not using not Harfbus. You know, Harfbus is like this text layouting engine, which is basically used by everything. Yeah, could go into the details, but we don't have the time. So let's just try that. I think it's a more. So build. Yeah, LM, right? So syncros. Oh, well, that's actually it. That's pretty nice. So File Explorer, initted compute, initted outlines. Okay, so I think we still have this weird shape making. Yes. So let's remove all of this. By the way, this code, I just asked ChatGPT, use this API and generate a random shape for me. And I thought it like made a cool shape, but it just made this random shape where everything is random. But it's also cool in the end, right? So let's basically remove all of this. You don't need to see this. This is internal. Look away. Let's get away here and close the file. So, oh, by the way, already at 180 lines of code, we're doing great, right? We wrote all of them ourselves, and it's still doing this. Why? Now we have to open the file again. Pushed. Where does it even? In this compute? Where? It's not even here. Ah, I know, because we're because we are actually linking with the system global Runara, which was installed, but we need to link with the lib Runara, right? And then build again to get the newest possible version. So, nice. Okay, so now we can have a cool thing where we just say vec4s, because now we have that. Color is equal to rn color from hex 0x282828, because that's what we want. And then rn color to 0 to 1, right? And then we can say here color.r, color.g, color.g, color.a. And let's see, File Explorer. Now it's seamless. So we kind of fixed that bug. I wanted to show this, but it's not working because my camera is a little bit small. Okay, so let's first see something. It's saying something like polling, but I think it's polling because he was also calculating data times. Yeah, polling. Nice. We could make it non-polling, maybe like this. Just say this. This is already non-polling. Yeah. That's actually non-polling because the first time we don't render and then we wait for an exposed. So I think this is like the more sensible approach, because we don't want to spam frames in a fucking File Explorer. So let's do that. Okay, so now File Explorer. Let's first try beginning a render. With render state. Render states. And by the way, we could also use our custom Rave UI engine, which you should also check out. Type in Rave like this on Google and start it. It's so nice. But you should probably do something like Rave Protocol. You get it? Start. But we don't use that because I think it will cause an outrage in the comments. Yeah. Because I kind of read the comments on other videos, and using things like this doesn't always result in good comments, right? So like this and like this, let's check if something is rendering. Okay, we have an S here, and then File Explorer, and we are, what the fuck? Oh, I hope, yeah, I don't know. Okay, but we need to clear after. And also we need to kind of put that into a separate function and call it, let's be cool and call it paint or something. Yeah, paint is like, so calling it render is like low thing, like, you know, it's like low tier, and calling it something like draw, I think draw is even lower on a tier list, maybe like D tier. What can you call it? Display? I think display is kind of B tier or something. And paint is like fucking S tier. Yeah. What the fuck? So let's go into render state here and display. Okay, so let's get that. Display. Just and window, I guess. Okay, we need to call it like this. And then in here, let's just say paint like a fucking motherfucker. Yeah, YouTube already demonetized this entire channel, so let's just say that. So paint and then window is window, and then let's say that like that. And then also we need to call this before we enter the loop, so it's not black. File Explorer. Okay, I want to zoom, but it doesn't work, right? So now we don't see anything. Why don't we see anything? I don't know. Okay, this is kind of weird. Why? I mean, can't we just do it like this? Yeah, this is the correct way, right? Yeah. But it's flickering when I resize, but I don't really care. So let's on resize, let's just say rn resize display with render state, but only if size changed, right? We can kind of see, right? Can we like it's already getting the window attributes, so we could check, we could like keep our window height or window width like this. So static win width is equal to this, win height is equal to this, and then we can replace this because we're cool like that. Win width, win height, and if the attributes.width does not equal win width or attributes.height does not equal win height, then we trigger something. And let's say render width is attributes.width, attributes.height, and then we say win width is equal to attributes.width, win height is equal to attributes.height. And then we paint all these, right? So build File Explorer. Look at that. Okay, so we have a thing. Now what we kind of want is oops. What we kind of want is call it engine for some reason. Okay, yeah. Let's do that, and let's look at some File Explorer UI. Right? That's minimalistic. What does that shit? I designed a super minimal File Explorer for Windows. That's actually very cool, but it's not minimal. Let's see. Like the what? Oh, fuck, we don't even have anything. How is it called? Like Nemo? QTFM is just segfaulting, right? Okay, now it kind of works. Okay, I think we want something like this, right? Okay, so let's build the panels first. So this is just relatively easy, I guess. Very bad at managing windows, even though I wrote a window manager. Okay, so let's render a rect, but let's not make it red. But let's use rn color dim or something. Doesn't it exist? No, it doesn't exist. It's another API. Are there rn color brightness? Also not. Then fuck that. Let's just say rn color from hex 0x something 30, 30, 30 maybe. Let's see how that looks. I always forget what to. Okay, I can't zoom. Sorry. 40, 40, 40 thing. Build and then File Explorer. I'm getting there. Okay, that looks manageable maybe. 50, 50, 50. Yeah. And then let's say 10, 10. And then win height minus 20. And let's be cool and say something like padding is equal to 10, and then say padding. In here, let's say it's always like 300, and then minus padding. Like 300 is this, but here we say win height minus padding times 2. Like this, and let's see. Nice. Okay, we have a panel, right? We're already getting there. And if we had our UI engine, we could always like have a real flex layout and be cool like that. And no, and maybe someone, but no, we will do everything from scratch here, right? As I said, and if somebody writes from scratch, you're using this fucking rendering engine. I wrote that rendering engine, so it's from scratch, right? Okay, so let's have, this is like the thing. How can I call it? Like panel. Oh my god. And this is like the main thing. And it's also having a padding, and it's starting at, maybe we should have something like cursor, but I don't think it's worth it here. It's starting at 300 plus padding and padding. And it's win width minus padding times 2 and win height. Okay, that looks okay. File Explorer. Awesome. So 300 plus padding times 2. File Explorer. Yeah, nice. And then yeah, okay, so win height, this doesn't really work with the win width. So what we probably need is something like win width minus let's have a pointer, right? So let's say float pointer is equal to 0 or equal to padding. I don't want that. I don't want that. I looked at it, I don't want it. So let's just say this minus padding, like that, and like this. Nice. Now it works. Now it works. Okay. But it's too bright for me. So let's have a const float color. I think what I will do is do this, and then it's a uint. Okay, so color panels, and then have this stored here, color panels, and then the background will just be 0x111111. Is it? I don't know. 11, maybe like this. And this will be 11111, like that. Explorer. That looks way better, I guess. Okay. No. Where's the QTFM? Okay, he's having like computer, home, desktop, trash, and then this section. I don't know what that should be. But maybe like let's say render EX and be a little bit cooler. And okay, we don't really need a rotation angle. Where's that? Here. Because EX allows you something, which is having some simple things like a border color. So let's say rn color from hex. And let's say something like 383838. And only like 1.5 and 0 for now, because I just want to see how that looks. So let's copy this and add it here. And say EX here and build and File Explorer. Yeah, that looks like, I don't know if you can even see it, probably not, but it gives it a really nice appearance. Maybe it's a little bit too unnoticeable. Yes, oh my god, this looks so nice. Perfect. And then we can all even have a little bit of a corner like that. Oh my god, it blends instantly. Okay, we can't worry about that. Okay, so let's see. Let's have a color now. A text, I mean. So rn text render. Oh my god, I have this bug where I don't have any auto completions. I need to fix it by closing Neovim. So render state, and we probably need something like local chords. So let's say back to as local, I don't know, this is more like absolute panel actually. And then let's say here absolute panel and absolute panel. After that, and then .x in here. And for the render, we say, okay, we render some text, and it is desktop, right, or something. Computer, and the font. Let's load the font real quick, or we will not make this in the time. Font. Before painting, font is equal to rn load font. State. Oh my god, no. We have no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because in the UI engine there is a capability to just load fonts from their family name, but apparently this doesn't work in here. So let's just say something like inter. Don't we have inter? We have problems. Isn't inter a font? Oh my god, so time consuming. So inter, inter regular internet font propo. What the fuck? So load font. It's an OTF. I don't know if we can do it. Probably we should. But, yeah, let's just do that, right? And let's see, 20 or something. And like normally, fonts would be way easier to handle with my signing to RN font. With my UI engine, because then we have fallback fonts, font families, and everything like this. Because then we could render emojis pretty cool. Pos is absolute panel.x plus padding, absolute panel.y plus padding. And color is RN white. File Explorer. Oh, and what's here? I actually didn't want that. So let's say here, and let's say absolute panel is equal to padding, and here that, and that, and that, and File Explorer. Okay, looks kind of cool. So computer, then what? Desktop? Yeah, we need that. That is pretty important. But let's just desktop, and okay, this stays the same, but here we say we need some kind of text is equal to computer, desktop, and what else? Forgot. Home. What is? Okay, maybe like it's a home, desktop, and trash. We don't really have that. So like that, and then for utility minus equal to 0, n is less than 3. Let's keep it at 3 because we need to be fast. Oh my god. So text at I, and then float y is equal to absolute panel.y plus padding, and then y plus equal font size, and let's say here y. Okay, our panel is too big. Let's say 200. Oh my god, but then 200. Let's say plus 3 or something for a little bit of a margin. Yeah, that looks better. We could render the emojis like they do it. I don't think it's worth it time-wise. So let's go to the main thing. We need to fetch. Oh my god, this will be so hard. Get files in directory and folders. Get all files and folders in folder in C. Scan dir. C code to list files in directory. Okay. So scan dir, and they have some kind of name list. Okay. So name list is this. So let's copy that. We need some kind of function that can give us get files and directories, and then from a path. So char pointer path. Scan dir. We need dir end for that. Dir end. And that's path. Filter. What is filter? Returning 1 will allow for the filter. Is not wanted. Okay. That's a nice thing. Let's have all of them, and Okay, then we have this, and then we basically need to have some kind of char pointer names. Malloc size of char pointer times n. And then for this one, itext plus, we say, how do we dename? Reclan. Okay, I think dename is just a normal name. So let's say names. Is dename a normal, like, terminated string? Probably, right? So let's say names at I is equal to malloc. Or, I mean, can't we just stir dope that Scheiße? Like that. And then return names. Isn't that correct? So char pointer files is equal to get files and directory. Home PocoCry. And let's see for unit of yes, to 0 and let's get some. We need to return and files that. And let's see and files. And let's just an files I plus plus and s files I no segmentation fault. Nice. So what if we just print for now? Name this at I or at n. Why at n? At I. Okay. That's good. But let's say if name dot dname at 0 is equal to dot return 0, just hide hidden files. Okay, that's cool. And now we have those files and we need to keep them somewhere. This is obviously very bad practice to do it like this, but for 1.5 hours. Files and by the way, I didn't even think about doing it in a 1.5 hours when I started this. So yeah, I just thought, yeah, that's like a file explorer. Can't be that hard. Now the question is, you probably need some kind of emoji font. Emoji, TTF, Noto, emoji. What's the emoji font? How is it called? Oh my god, how can I? Emoji font Noto color emoji. Oh my god. Okay. TTF Noto color. Don't we? Doesn't exist. Oh my god. Okay. So let's maybe see. Is it somewhere here? OTF maybe? Emoji. Noto. Doesn't seem like it. Where is Noto color emoji stored in Linux? Stupid AI. Ah my god. Noto color emoji download. Get font. Oh, please just give me a TTF. TTF. No TTF. Maybe this is a TTF or something. Download all. CD downloads. How is it called? CD Noto. Unzip. Noto color emoji. Nice. Okay, so move Noto color emoji regular abandon, and then just load it from here. So like that. Noto color emoji regular, and let's then say, okay, here's the main thing. Let's say rn text render for uint text I is equal to 0, I is less than yeah. We kind of need to okay, so x is equal to win width divided by 50. I think something like clamp F or something. Because I want to render a grid. It's like F clamp. Oh, clamp. CLM clamp. Isn't it? Ah, a seal. Oh my god, it's seal, right? Seal. Seal F. And this is this. And I think we can then do this and int. And then for u and it's not actually win width, it's actually this. This is x and y. Y is this. Read it. Okay. So like this. And this like that. But the thing is, we kind of need to. Yeah, I mean, what we basically want is just per row is equal to. By the way, where is n files? Yeah. So per row is just equal to n files divided by wait, need to keep that n files in here. So n files is equal to so that's the number, the maximum number we can store per row. So then shouldn't we just be able? I'm so confused right now. Whatever. Let's just for now render one row or something. So I is less than x, I plus plus, and then we could theoretically do if I is greater than or equal to n files, we break. And here we text render on real estate and estate like that. Text is files at I. Font is font. Pos is vector_s absolute panel dot x plus padding, and then in here absolute panel. Oh, we don't want to import absolute panel dot y plus padding like that, and white. Like in here we say plus I times 50. File Explorer. Segfault. Okay. That's kind of interesting, right? I can't zoom, but why is it so? I mean, I get it, but we could say maybe like because of this. Let's say that, and let's say well, plus x is equal to 0. And I mean, shouldn't, yeah, I mean, why am I so weird? So less than n files, and we keep track of a position. And we have position is absolute panel x plus padding. And we keep track of that like this. And then we just say pos x plus equals 50. Like that. And then if we have a pos y as well. Pos y is equal to absolute panel dot y plus padding. And this is not just plus 50, but actually obviously plus rn text props is equal to this, and then plus props dot width. Yeah, let's just say that for now. And then pos x plus y, and then we say if pos x is greater than or equal to win width minus padding times 2. Is that correct? And we say pos x is equal to absolute panel dot x plus padding, and pos y plus equal font dot size plus 3. Okay. Because we don't even use the positions here. So pos y. Aha. Okay. Why is the we actually have a file that's called 0 and 1? Yes. Okay. Oops. Let's go back. And the time, oh my god, the time is running out. Fuck. File Explorer. Let's see. And now the thing is, instead of just... Okay, so my entire PC just crashed. Typical for me, right? So I'm such a bad programmer that my PC just crashed. Let's have a TTY clock that is tormenting us in here. And let's have a engine in here. And the thing is that we had the timer thing going. But my browser won't load. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong in there too. So let's just use that. And if it's 1920, we're done. We're cooked. Because then I also can't record anymore because live exists. Okay, so does this still crash my PC? I don't know. Maybe because we never freed the files. This could actually be the case. Maybe. Oh my god, is this the case? That shouldn't be the case, right? The operating system should free that shit up, right? Okay, so the thing is, we need to pre-check. So let's say rn text props render state files at I font. Those are the props, and then we check if posx plus props.width is greater than or equal to win w minus padding times 2. Then we do this, and then like maybe something like plus 20, and then plus 20, like that. Okay, so this is kind of working, but it's looking ass, and I don't know if I want that. What I probably want is a tile for everything, right? So let's say I have something like set cul start x render state to let's start to cul at posx, and let's say start y is pos y, and end x and end y are posx plus 50, and then plus 50 again, and then this, and then plus 50, and then this, and this, and then this, plus 10 or something, or plus 10, and then we say rn unset cul start x, start y, and x and end y, and we do this, and proof. Okay, and now we kind of have that. That's also pretty nice. Yeah, because now it's all, and what we also can do is just increment that to something like 100, because I think that's more reasonable. And then also we render the text at posx plus props.width minus 50 divided by 2. Is that correct? Is that correct? No, I think it's the other way around. And it's also, we have 100, because then it's centered, So 100, 100, and like that, and that's not the case. It's actually this. And would you look at that? But the thing is, let's say float. I mean, we kind of need to have it like this, right? Scrolling would be a kind of a cool thing, but 17 minutes for implementing scrolling? I don't know. We kind of need to implement that when I click on it, how the fuck should I do that? Where is it? Desktop, for example. If I click on this region, I want something, right? Oh my god, clicking! How should I even... If ev.type is equal to, I don't know, button press? Do we listen for everything? Probably not. No. Expose mask. Button press mask. That's good. That's good. Can we get something like the coordinates maybe? I don't know. X event. Maybe like ev dot button x button. Yeah. Dot x. Some kind of. I can't type on this fucking keyboard. It's impossible. But it's not my normal German layout. You know. Okay, that's actually very good. That works. And y. Let's see why. Maybe y is flipped. You know. No, it's not. Right? Or is it? No. Okay. Then let's say paint in here, because that's what we're doing. And then let's see button press. Oh fuck man. We need to okay, let's just give button, let's do it like this. XY and this -1, -1, and this -1, -1. This is EV X button X, EV X button Y. We don't need math for some reason. And in here we say, before iterating the files, yeah, we kind of need to iterate that. Like this. Let's just say that, and pos X plus Y. Say that, and as the text render, we just don't really give a fuck. Also, we don't need to give a fuck here. Yeah, we do. Like that, and then we also don't give a fuck about this. Oops. About this, and then we say if X, such a dumb name, button X, button Y, if button X, and also only if button X not equal -1 and button Y not equal -1. -1. Hit this keyboard, man. Bro. Okay, button X or if button X is greater than or equal to pos X and button X is less than or equal to pos X plus 100 and button X is button Y is greater or equal to pos Y and button X button Y is smaller or equal to pos Y plus 100. Then we say like the thing is we need to know if it's a directory. So we need to have some kind of size part. So child pointer name bool dir file pointer files is equal to size of file pointer files dot name. I think files name at I is equal to malloc size of file pointer files at I name. What the fuck? Files at I name. Then it's equal to stirred up, and dir is equal to namelist at I dot dtype equal to dir. Yes, I don't know if that's the case. Is my browser ready? Does it work again? It works, right? Does it? Oh, how should I know that? Please. Man, Errand. Please work. Why do my browsers not work? It's so weird. Does anyone have this problem? I don't know. Why am I so weird? Why do I? It's so dumb. I have internet. It's not the case that because it loads, but I can't click anything, man. Oh my god. Files and directories inside directory C. Please, please load, bro. Bro, 2025. Bro, what is this? Digga, I'm literally using. I'm using the most high-end graphic card. Get files and directories 8 minutes. And my browser is not working. What is this? What is the other? Zen? No, like Brave. Come on, bro. Please, please. I need to know what a directory interface is. Get files and directories in C in directory. It will not give me the same because it's so dumb. It's the other search engines that go up. I need the Google. I need the Google. I'm not. No, 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 no. Bro, please. That's not the right thing. I'm not using those. Here, this one. Oh my god. DT. Oh my god, DT dear. Thank god, man. DT dear. Return files. I don't know if. I really don't know. What I don't know? I also don't know that. Where is my parenthesis not right? Somewhere here? 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 Where? Vito. Please, bro, please. Like that. Like that, and then like this. Like that. And I'm losing time, right? I'm losing time, guys. We basically free files, and then say files is equal to get files and directories of files at I. N files is n files, and files needs to be file pointer, and this now needs to be dot name, dot name, dot name, dot name, and when I click it, I want to see if files at I dot dir, then I want to say child pointer curly is equal to home protocol. What? Yeah, like that. Expected no. Okay, like that. And then we say curly dir dot dir. Bro, dot dir. New, I don't know, like this. Curly is equal to s.f. This is not the case, it's like that. And then %s staff %s curly files at I name. And we concatenate that. And we say curdir is equal to stirred up new, and files is equal to curdir. We don't free anything. Should that not work? Shouldn't we like files free files? Let's see. Embedded pointer free. What free do you mean, man? This one? I think this is really weird. Does he say hi? The CS has been rejected. C and the GPU. What the fuck? Is this not correct? Probably not, right? Size of file, man. And shouldn't I be able to do this? Works most of the time, I guess. Because stirdup allocates memory, right? And this is this. Yeah. Let's not print this. Is it 20? Oh my god, it's 20. We ignore this. So sometimes it's not getting them. But why? Name. Does the name have to be allocated? Probably, right? Yeah, I don't really think so. It's like kind of maybe makes sense because it's not pointing to a chunk. What if I just malloc? What if I just malloc name list at I dname sterling of that, and then I just stir copy into files at I name list at I. Why shouldn't that be possible? What? Oh my god, yeah. Check if that does anything. Like maybe freeing the name list. Freeing every name of the name list. Seems to work, right? Seems to work. Okay, let's go into maybe dev. Wait, did that actually work? That should work, right? Okay, let's not go too heavy and let's first make it look a bit better. So let's say rn-rect render state this position like that. You want to render a rect that is encompassing the text with color being maybe something like rn or this, and then like I don't know, create and ex and you need rotation angle, man. Why did I implement it? No border color, no border width, but it's a little bit of a thing. Okay, we need to render this here. Nice. And then let's say same again. And also let's make this plus 10 and minus 10 so that wait, we need to cull after we render the rect so that we have a little bit of the cull margin. Oh my god, would you look at that? But that looks ass. That's not a file explorer, that's like a weird thing, right? We need some kind of emoji. So let's try and render an emoji. Where's our text renderer? Let's just render it on top for now and use emoji. And let's get a folder emoji. Folder emoji. We just accepted cookies. We're so fucking guilty. I can say fucking however often I want because YouTube doesn't really like me. Maybe I should make a story about this background. It's really, really messed up. I just don't want to monetize me because I'm such an incredibly bad channel, right? We're not seeing it. What if I just render something else? What if I render fonts? That works. But emoji though. I mean, can I even? What if I render like this? Such a weird character, like just render. What? Did render? Or did I just not do it? Doesn't render. Why? Are we using any like weird font? Doesn't seem like it. What if I use just check rand monolith font? Or let's be even cooler and use Iozefka regular. If you're telling me it still doesn't have the it's not the case, right? Can't be. We're still rendering with emoji. Okay, now we get the So maybe for some reason doesn't emoji work on this branch? Emoji. We have emoji. So why doesn't it work? It's kind of sad. Like a smiling emoji. Isn't it maybe because the size or something isn't, I don't know, wasn't there like some weird thing, but I think I even, because emoji fonts, they have weird sizes. Yeah, weird. What? Okay, I mean, let's use the null font cheat sheet, right? Yeah, we kind of misjudged the timing, maybe, I don't know. folder, not file actually, folder. And then let's have font, well, let's just have emoji also be a font, but it's the same, just bigger. 5 head, right? Let's get this cool icon. And let's, why doesn't it render? Why doesn't it render? Did I just not use 2 fonts, or what is that about? All relatively buggy. And that's weird. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot to say Iosefka nerd font. Iosefka regular obviously doesn't have those glyphs. So dumb of me, oh man. Whatever. So let's add that here. And we kind of, let's just say Iosefka nerd font regular. Okay. Now what we want is not plus 40, but like this, and like this. We need those props. Text props, render state, this text, this right here, and font is emoji. And this props too, like that. Okay. Seems good, but this looks off, you know? I think we need to say pos x plus test, then it's 10 maybe, or something like that. Yeah, I don't really care. Let's say it like this. This looks kind of nice, right? This looks kind of good. Okay, so I fixed it, now it looks good. The thing is, we maybe don't want the rects, because I think the rects make it look bad. So let's remove the rects. It looks so much better, what the fuck? Okay. Now we want something like this. So so we say files add I deal and else file. This looks good, right? So something like this, and the same for here, like that. File add here is equal to be if add here, printf here, sendf it's here. Nameless set s, right? So let's say builder in File Explorer. Zencache is there, YouTube is there, templates is there, so this kind of works, right? So then why doesn't it look correct? Maybe because the entire thing is not working correctly. Because I think that it could be the case that, oh, here, oh, I didn't see that. By the way, this is disgusting. Let's make it somehow more distinguishable, because I didn't even see that there were files, maybe like this. Yeah, way better. Okay, so now how do we call this shit? I actually don't have an idea. Yeah, now, I mean, what we could do is we say call and y, and then max. Oh, we have max. Where's max? Max? Yeah, my max. Let's put the maxes here. So max that and win height minus padding times 2. But not max, but win. Okay, now that's correctly thinking, right? And we could add scrolling, but we don't. Okay, so panel, that works. That does nothing. Now we need some kind of back button, I guess. where should we put that? Is the question. Maybe like, where does QTFM have it? Here. Oh, please don't break anything, please. I know your code is not good, but please. Equal QTFM, please. Hello? Okay, let's not care about that. So what we want is this button. But to get this button, we need the panel for it. And to get the panel for it, we kind of have a problem because where's absolute panel y? Okay, so let's render a rect here, and let's say this, yeah, and this is win width minus padding times 2, and this is something like 50, and this is this, and then absolute panel is equal to vectors padding, and then padding plus 50 plus padding, and then absolute panel, and absolute panel in here, and File Explorer. Okay, getting better. Main thing just does absolute panel is equal to that and padding, but we need to say absolute panel dot y plus padding, I think, or not just padding. So like this, nice. And the height, for the height, where is the win width? So we need to say minor, I think we need to say something like this, minus absolute panel, okay, or something along those lines. It's actually not that. Padding times 2 maybe. Yeah, I thought of it. Padding. Nice. So like this, File Explorer, build File Explorer. And we sometimes have this bug where nothing shows, but I'm pretending it's not there. Yeah, also for this, where is it? This panel, it's actually minus padding, but minus absolute panel with y minus padding. Yes, voice. Okay, now we want a text to appear on our screen, which is a back button. And this is also absolute panel with y plus padding. And the back button is black. But we have a back button? Return? What the fuck? Arrow? Wait, don't we have this? Yeah, I think this from the browser is cool, right? Like that. And like that, and render it with emoji. That looks great, right? And then if button x and then our text plot is equal to not equal -1 and button y not equal -1, we say this like that. Pos x in this case is by the way the worst code I've ever in my life written. Is it? Yeah. It's really, no joke, worst code. But we don't care about code quality in this YouTube time, where everything has to go in a matter of hours. Yeah, I built this File Explorer in 1 hour. Gets like 1 million clicks. And I built this File Explorer in a year. Nobody cares, because it's a year and it's a long time frame. Okay. Okay, this is when we clicked, and when we clicked, we want this weird thing to happen, where we remove after the last space. I don't know how that works. C string remove word after last slash. Or to remove the characters after the last slash and 2 characters after it. Deleting string up to /c. Remove delete. Will I? Deleting. Well, I'm just going to do less than that. So where do we have that? Cur dir for 0. I'm just going to do it like in the worst way possible because I just don't care. Cur dir at I is equal to x/0 if cur dir at I equal to slash break, and then we will say about the same thing as we did here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to downloads and let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, I think that worked because the first time it didn't work because we have some yeah, it's just too small, the container, you know. Okay, it's segfaulted. Yeah, it's at least always segfaulting, right? Is it? Yes. Let's see, printf curdir. Take the string. File Explorer. Now, why do we is here? Not done. File Explorer. 42, 45. Let me press. Ah. No. So wait, so curdir. Like this, home cocoa cry, and then we exit. I don't know why it is segfaulting. Maybe try again. And it didn't make any difference. Maybe we should remove this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe remove this. Nope. And if we just say that in general, it works. This doesn't. Why? Don't know. Can we like I looked it up. Didn't work. Why? Yeah, so apparently it was because we are using curdir as a string literal, and we can't do that. So let's see if that works. So Coco Cry. But the thing is that we don't have permission to do anything when it's a string literal. Because it's stored in read-only memory. Okay, so yeah, this now makes more sense, and last is equal to that. Yeah, and in here, let's just say malloc size of CocoCray plus 1. Well, let's do CocoCray plus 1, I guess, right? And then courteous that, and then we say stir copy into curdir a source, which is CocoCray. And curdir is this, and then in here we could say instead of that we can realloc curdir with the new size, which is actually strlen of new plus 1, and then we stir copy into curdir new. This is way better. And then everything should just work, right? Okay, that works. But if, well, let's see. Why isn't it going to slash? Huh. Yeah, I don't know, but let's say this. Ah, wait. So curdir where's home Coco Cry? Here it's with a slash. Build File Explorer, and this just goes to home. You can say if last is equal to curdir, we just say curdir at 1 is equal to 0, I guess. Backslash 0, and curdir at 0 equal to slash. That's what I would think of it. Yes. Oh my god, look at how fast it is. Our File Explorer is ready and fully complete. Yeah, okay, maybe we should add something like if I click on the file, we open it in NeoVim, right? And also maybe when you click on this, we get to this and okay. So let's quickly implement that. Very quickly, right? So again, let's say this and say that. And text props is equal to here and that and y. Wait. Button x is greater or equal to absolute panel.y. That's not even correct. X close padding. That's why this didn't really work. Okay, so let's say greater or equal to y and button y is greater, that was actually less, than y plus props.height, right? Or more like y plus font size plus 3, right? And I think, so this is so weirdly organized. This is button x, and we check if it's in between this and x, bro, what the fuck? Wait, button x is absolute panel x, okay. And this button x is absolute panel.x plus padding plus props.width. And button y is greater or equal to y and smaller or equal to y plus font size plus 3. Why is the expression result unused? What do you mean? Was that unused? Am I completely dumb or expected? This goes like that. This goes like that. And this goes like this. But then in here, you can say something like, if I equal 0, then we go to home. So curdir is equal to, can we do something like this? Yeah, let's say curdir at 0 is equal to this, and then let's say stir copy is equal to realloc, quickly, realloc, curdir, stirlen of slash home slash copy. Wait, what is home? Echo home. And we just use getenv. Getenv home. But only if this length len plus 3, and if len is greater than stirlen of curdir, then we say we realloc. And here we want to copy into curdir, basically getenv home, right? And also equal to 1 computer. Okay, then we say, yeah, we're writing really bad code, but that's basically what we're doing, right? So that's the cool thing about that. Writing bad code in short amounts of time. And then desktop is going to be a bit of a weird one because we need to do something like charbuff, stirlen of getenv shop hunter home is equal to getenv home. I mean, you can actually do this. Because in 66% of the cases, this will not be unnecessary. Like that, and buff is stolen off home plus use of undeclared info at home plus stolen off this plus stolen off a desktop. Okay, desktop like that, like this, and then len just right here. By the way, we need it like this. So st len is equal to that, and then the buff will be then, and then we print to the buff %s slash %s home. Yeah, okay, and then desktop, and in here, okay, this is, we don't need that, but then we just stir copy the buff like this, and then when we write home or Coco, I mean, we can just say get env home, and also in here get env home, like that, like that. Somewhere we forgot something. I wonder where. Let's see, this is this, and then we need one here. So zoom in again. For the mobilers, still error. Maybe we don't need one. Oh my god, no, bro. So if we pressed a button, then this, and then this, then maybe we don't need this one. I really don't give a fuck. Okay. So this works, everything works. So why you want to trigger me? This seems to work, this seems to work. This works, this works, this works. This works, this works. This works, and this works as well, and this as well. This as well, this as well, this as well. So this needs to be here, I guess. This is so weird. What the let's get that out of the way for now. Yeah. Didn't I already do this? File Explorer still seems to work. That's good. File Explorer, computer gets me here, and home gets me nowhere. Desktop, computer, home. Okay, home is a problem. Why is the home a problem? We check if I is equal to 0, and we do this. Length is less than stir length plus 1. Then we realloc with the length and do this. I mean, right? Or is it not? Can we also just say, couldn't we just say curly is equal to stir dupe? Yes. Wouldn't this make the exact same thing? No? Okay. Why not? Maybe doing this will work. Yes. Why not this? Ah, wait, so get and home is wrong or what? And home. Wait, what? Okay, great. Oh my god. Home is home Coco Cray. So let's see if curly, if stir compare curly and home equal 0. I don't know, was that, I think equal 0 was, so not equal 0, right? Maybe this will fix it. Yeah, I think, yeah, nice. Okay, and then computer, let's ignore all of this, and we just say if string compare slash not equal 0, let's name this, and we stir loop into earlier slash. And now the last one, for this part, the length, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Let's need the buffer, right? And then we say curly is stir loop buffer if this. And I know it's really irresponsible to just stir loop things and shit, but I really don't give a fuck. Okay, this needs to be 2. That's so cool, right? That's so nice. Really works. Okay, now last thing is here. Then we do that, and else we just say system as printf onto the buffer. Or they add a \n or who prints \n's on their buffer? But whatever. Envim, and by the way, my head hurts immensely, but I just want to get this shit done, bro. What the fuck? Files at I dot name system rough like that. And then before we start, I have one thing that I wanted to do, which is instead of this, we'll say 300 or 200, and that's correct. But then also I want to have a thing where I say if stir compare earlier slash equals 0, then I want a rectangle and I equals 0, and then here we probably would need to have something like home and yes, we get the home every time. Maybe we can do something like this. No, we cannot. Whatever. So we render a rect at render state with vec2s being the positions of the text. Is this the position of the text? Yeah. So like that. It's like that. So let's say 300, 200 minus padding times 2, and size is going to be font.size, just font.size with auto +3 to create a cool visual effect. And then like something like color from hex, who is on point is equal to this, and then we'll say something like cc if it's on current, or and then like slash is equal to 0 and I is equal to 1, or yeah, desktop, where's desktop? That is in current is equal to that, and let's say desktop, and desktop, and I is equal to 2. Then we are on current, and in here we don't need this anymore, and we can just say desktop. And now we can do is on current are in black and else white to create a cool visual effect. This is not like the cool visual effect I was going for, I think, and also it's pretty weird looking, right? So why, if we are, yeah, so if I is equal to 0 and we are on home, then we are on current. Now I can zoom. Maybe it's because we render it after. We kind of done, right? Home, computer, desktop. Desktop doesn't work at all. Why is it so non-refreshing? Why are we doing this? I don't know. Yeah, but I also don't really get why this happens. Maybe we should, yeah. Uh-huh. We should probably check this before we do the render and get desktop in here. And format that tracer and do this. And now it works perfect. Look at that. It's so great and working so nicely. Where's our weird thing? Is on current. Okay, so wait, why do we text okay, like here? But it's is it because like in one iteration? Yeah, kind of need to do it like I think we need to do it like this, that we basically keep this completely separate and have desktop be here and here, and then is on current is a new loop, and y does that in here, and y is reset in here. Now it's great and cool and nice, and it will work. Wow, that's so cool, man. How did you do that, man? Oh my god, what is that? Why is it so cool looking? We kind of need a break. But breaks are never something that's really good, right? So let's see, -3 and then +3. Now we're talking. And you know what else is even cooler? Making it even brighter. And now it comes adding, say it with me, rounded corners. Yes. Border color, no color. Border with nothing. File Explorer. So cool, right? And now one last thing, I promise. I want this to be padding +5. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? 55, no, 5. Yeah, way better. I think I just opened, yeah, we're kind of opening the files in here. I think what we want actually is not envim, but we want alacrity -e. Oh my god, I think I broke everything. File Explorer. Oh my god, that's so cool. File Explorer. It's a File Explorer. Okay, one last thing. Yeah, I know I'm over the time by like fucking 100%, but we don't care about time. That guy who cared about time in the beginning of the video, that was another guy. Now I'm the File Explorer. And then let's get is my browser broken again? I don't know. Let's see. Nerd found a cheat sheet. Not broken. Like this TM trademark, bro. Trademark sign TM. So cool, man. Trademark. Let's say we get the props of that. So rn text props 3 or something is equal to rn text props render state File Explorer emoji. Such a great name for a font, don't you think? So File Explorer, and this is basically just win width minus props 3.width minus padding, and this is this. What the fuck just happened? I didn't even look. File Explorer times 2, and let's make it not that bold yet. No, let's say just normal font. I need emoji for that. But then also don't render it with emoji, I guess, in order to not offset it. And then we could trick around by just saying +5 or something. Okay, yeah, let's just make it real. Let's just say, no, let's not. I don't want to think about how to center that correctly. That's even better than centering it correctly, right? Cool. But one last thing. I noticed that 100 is not enough. 150. 150, 150. Well, let's just replace all my such a enormous piece of trash code. I'm literally going to delete this entire folder after the video. Do my downloads render correctly? Oh, scrolling is also a button click. Yeah. Let's replace all 150s with 120s, and also let's replace all 20s with 16s. Oh my god, that's looking kind of better. But also I think EX maybe, and then we can let's leave that and that and that. 4, and then we can text filter nearest maybe, because it's looking kind of blurry. That looks fucking retarded. I don't know why. Let's just keep it at 18, and this part of the video never happened. This part of the video never happened. File Explorer in C. Can open files even. Oh my god, it's a File Explorer. Wow, so cool. File Explorer, I made File Explorer in C. File Explorer. More. File Explorer.